Welcome to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Demon Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, Lord Fussington, and today I will be defeating the old monk of Tower of Latria 3-3. He's the final boss of Tower of Latria. So after this, done. Yeah, well, I mean, there's still the Valley of Defilement and, you know, the False King and all that, you know. But anyway, for today, head over to the Man-Eater Archstone. And that's Mephistopheles. She appears where Yurt was before you killed him. Well, hopefully you did kill him, because if you didn't, he's probably killed quite a number of the NPCs by now. So you might want to get on that. Yeah, I mean in the Nexus, not in... Anyway, it's not really important, because today is all about the old monk. However, before we reach the old monk, we have to defeat a couple of Black Phantom mind flayers and man centipedes or whatever. And so head up here. Yeah, there is a cutscene. Oh, I should also talk about there's a PvP element here. If someone is attempting to invade worlds, right? Obviously a player. If he's attempting to invade worlds in, I think all of Tower of Latria, not just 3-3, but I can't be sure about that, I forget now. So if he's trying to invade the worlds, he can spawn as the old monk. So if you're online and, you know, you're going to go kill the old monk, it's possible that he may be a player. The reason people do this is if they defeat you, right, they'll receive the monk's head collar, right, which is one of the items in the game. And it's that, actually. So, that thing on the top. But anyway, if you're playing offline, nothing to worry about. And you'll know if you're playing against a player. But generally, obviously offline's much easier. Well, depending on the quality of the PvPer, I suppose. Alright, so head up these stairs and kill the man centipedes. That was really good gameplay there. I also have second chance. I don't have it on yet. I haven't cast it, but you know, you may want to have that. I think actually it helps in this case because normally I don't have such a rough time against the old monk, but you know, the more I play this game, the worse I get apparently. So I think I do die, and luckily enough, I had second chance up. So yeah, the old monk didn't expect that, did he? He's also not a PvPer, by the way. I did this offline because I figure generally. Well, also I don't know how many people are playing online anymore, so alright, so there's a Black Phantom mind flare. They're all really irritating, so you might want to, the way I'd deal with them is you pull them, right? And here it's much easier than the other one that's on the spiral staircase that's outside or whatever. See, that's what you don't do. What you want to do is pull him, force him to do that move, right? And then it probably won't hit you because he'll use the wall to block it, and then he'll rush down the stairs, and then you just walk away and he'll walk up, right, after a little bit, because he'll figure, okay, there's no one here, which makes him an idiot. And then what you do is you just backstab him, and you'll have probably another opportunity to backstab as well. So similar to what's happening here right now. So except now I've decided to attack him. Normally just back up, wait until he turns around, and then just backstab him. So like this. See, so he's turned around now. Boom! Stabbed in the back. By the way, backstabs, really important. You know, the way to perform a backstab is to get behind the enemy. So you're facing his back, and then you stab. Yeah, good tip, good tip. So a couple more of these. There's also a crystal gecko at the top, so keep that in mind. He's sort of guarded by a mind flayer, but if you do the pulling backstab technique, you should be fine. I'm obviously not doing a very good job, which... So here's... This is also a little bit risky, but you know, whatever. Apparently not that risky. Right, so he should... Okay, so he's glitched on the stairs apparently. So I've decided, oh, second chance might be a good idea here because I've obviously not done so well. Or as well as I expected. So now he should rush. No, he's totally stuck. I mean, what's helpful here is just don't do the things that I'm doing. That's why this is also, you know, this is a good walkthrough as well, because I make so many errors that you just have to do the opposite of those errors. You wouldn't do the opposite of the things that I do well, which are mainly rolling, and I'm really good at rolling with the bitches in the back. Alright. So, fresh spice. The best spice in the game? It isn't. It's old spice that's better. I don't know why, because it's aged. Oh, well, I suppose it's sort of like wine, isn't it? Because, you know, aged wine is... Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So, now we have the old monk to contend with. Now he's got claws, right? Which are dangerous. But they don't have much range. However, he will be running at you constantly, so you don't have a lot of time to, you know, you won't be doing Firestorm really. You know, you could try it. I don't recommend Firestorm as an attack. Homing soul arrow or whatever it's called, good idea, right? That's how I kill him with my mage, I think, and you know, obviously just throwing soul arrows and things like that. So magic does work very well because he doesn't dodge the homing soul arrow. Right, he doesn't bother. So let's go through his attacks. He's got that attack, which is basically just jabbing, right? He's got the jabs. He's got an uppercut. Don't get hit by it. He's got his own homing soul arrows, which like you'll see how I think at one point there's 5 in total, and that happens initially. It'll be like 2 and then 3 and then 5, right, as the fight progresses. Now they're very easy to dodge. You just have to roll on the side. The other thing is, so here I died actually, right, but I had second chance. You don't want to attack him like twice in a row if you're going melee, because he can parry actually, so you want to be careful there. I don't know if he parries in this game. He just backstabbed me, so you know. But and he will heal himself if he gets low. He's also got another punching move, but I haven't seen it yet. That's the uppercut. Anyway, you just want to keep your distance, and when you see the homing soul arrows, roll backwards really fast, right, and then roll on the side. So it's very easy to dodge. Okay. So you should, because that's really his main. That's the only attack that's a problem. Everything else is fairly negligible. And just be careful, you know. He does roll out of your attacks as well. Like, you'll slash and then he'll roll through it, so you want to be careful with that. I'm using R2 sometimes, and you see how he flinches, so keep that in mind as well. R2 does work quite well. You can also use the, and we'll see this when I do Old King Doran, the knockback move. You can bring Storm Ruler, hit him in the face, and then lay into him with another weapon. It's a cheap way of doing things, but you know, if you are concerned with this sort of fight, just bring. You know, he's not difficult. I made it look more difficult than it actually is, right? Because that's what I do. But anyway, the demon has been defeated, and I've revived. I being Lord Fussington. And now, whenever you're ready, there's nothing else here. So you can just right. Great shot. And now you can just grab Excalibur and head back to the Nexus. Right. So you will want to, well, you don't have to, but I recommend committing suicide in the Nexus so that your world tendency is not affected if you die in body form in one of the other worlds. In the Nexus there is no world tendency, so you can maintain a control. I've said it many times, but you know, just to reiterate again, because I know it's a bit of a confusing matter sometimes. So that's Scriver the Wanderer. I've been Lord Fussington. Thank you very much for watching. Also, kindly rate, comment, and subscribe. The next video will be Valley of Defilement 5-1, so that's something to look forward to. Yeah, miserable, bleak place it is. Thanks.